day. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Derek Carr and the Buffalo Bills.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 in.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup.
A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Brady. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills now getting ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 7th season in the NFL, it's Derek Carr.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Raiders.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. It is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Thaddeus Moss. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Carr. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a 41 1-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 31, Brady caught left side Hopkins. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18.
That's good.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Raiders add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
For Gallup, a check on the numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 64 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Throwing again. Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Again, it's Carr. Well, they're unable. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Gold for the extra point. Now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
So this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fournette running out of the gun. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped blocked as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Brady again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Mark Ingram, the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running. Ingram. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped in his head, right?
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
To throw again. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Carr's pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A 3-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. 28-18, the final. A 10-point victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
The 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 27, Carr, and his throw is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Yards to go.
And the Raiders have got him. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Use check.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And some space here. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the slant complete to Hopkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Bills nothing.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really they're...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Powers past him at midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
From the gun, Brady.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it dive.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Carr. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Carr over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Carr's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills' first down.
Carr to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. Tyson Alualu. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And Andrews lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
To pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd.
Ingram again. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Ingram. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Carr now to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Carr. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him.
Carr's pass.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Snacks, Damon Harrison, who came in and ate him for lunch.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Brady. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Bills ready to take over, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Carr now on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
27-yard line.
One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Las Vegas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.